Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be replacing the exhaust on my 2017 Jeep Wrangler JK. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. The muffler on my exhaust got stolen in college. I think they were trying to steal the whole thing, but they were caught in the theft, so they just got the back muffler. So they cut it off, really tore it up in the back. It sounds pretty terrible. It is louder, I guess, than stock, which can be good. But I'm just going to go ahead and replace the whole thing a couple of years later. I'm going to be using an AFE exhaust system that I got from extremeterrain.com. They're not sponsoring any of this, and I actually am not sure I'd recommend it due to how it showed up. The unboxing video was lost. I don't know what happened to the file, but the box came pretty destroyed. First thing we're going to do is get off the old exhaust hangers, which you take a little WD-40, spray it up in there, use a pair of use a pipe wrench or some kind of, and then just squeeze the little nub on the end of the hanger and the rubber part, pull it right off. So getting it off, you can see that the bolt to undo the exhaust clamp is in an awful spot on my car. There's no way you can get a wrench or anything really in there or any kind of impact, and it's extremely rusted, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. If Jeep put it in a better spot, I could easily use an impact and get this off with some PB Blaster or just something to soak it in, but I'm not going to reuse this, and it's not worth selling because it's rusted, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I unfortunately do a lot of off-roading and riding around in the dirt. There is a bunch of dirt, dust, and mud up underneath here, and I did not feel like getting it washed before I did this, which was a mistake on my part, so I had to wear safety glasses and whatnot. So now I'm just going ahead and cutting this off. Now that I've got it cut off, I just got to bend it around the axle and some of the protectors under here to get it out. I'm doing this on jack stands in my garage, so I don't have a whole lot of room underneath here. I have to use a creeper. Unfortunately, I don't have a lift or access to a lift. Just spin it around, run it around, try and figure out the best way to get yours out on your car. Depends if you've cut it or unclamped it or where you're taking it off. Drop it down, pull it out. And here's my exhauster. Left of it, you can see where it's cut on the end there, and here's the new one. Looks a lot better. Stainless. That is what I had to do to that stupid clamp to get it off. It was very, very rusted on and did not want to come off at all. So I have an aftermarket bumper, so I already have bolts in here. If you do not have one or a trailer hitch, you will not have this, but I do. So I'm pulling these bolts out to put on this center section hanger that will go between the two pipes. And that's the first thing you got to bolt in. Like I said earlier, if you have a trailer hitch from Jeep or one that drops down below the bumper, you cannot get this exhaust. The only way you can use this exhaust and a trailer hitch is have the hitch that's built into the back bumper. Make sure you get that on nice and tight. I use Loctite on all my bolts so I can get them out later on if I need to. And this is something I do not want falling off because it holds on my hitch and the exhaust. So first thing I have to do here is bend this out because, like I said, my box was heavily damaged when it showed up, and this was bent along with the two end pipes were also bent. Should be just enough to flip it over here. See if we can get this on. With a little bit of twisting, I am able to get it in and lined up with the exhaust hanger. That's why I'm wearing safety glasses. You can feel the dust falling down on mine. You gotta make sure you twist it up and have it deep enough where they're not gonna have any kind of exhaust leaks. Because I'm also reusing my stock hangers, wedge it in there. Use a little bit of grease on the tips to get them on. I use vegetable shortening for mine. That works perfectly well. You could use actual grease if you want to. It really doesn't matter. Something to make it easier to slip the exhaust hangers on and off. Fully on. Just slip this back on. I'm also going to go ahead and pre-grease the two on the end before I put that on, because you can just put this other exhaust hanger on here. It actually comes out of a Honda Civic. Never thought I'd have a Honda part on my Jeep, but I do. So there is an up, there is a down. Make sure you have the up facing up, and then just nudge that on. Here's my little center one right next to my hitch. I would not have it all clamped down first. I've just got mine sort of hanging here just so I can get it over the hanger first, and then I'll worry about getting it all clamped up like it should be. And as you can see, it wasn't the easiest to get on and off with how it destroyed my clutch. Now let's go ahead and tighten down all of our new exhaust clamps. I wouldn't go full bore tightening. I'm on my lowest setting here. And then after a couple thousand miles, double check and make sure these haven't backed their way out at all from the vibrations and whatnot. Go ahead and tighten the one for the two tips. The 4-inch exhaust tips, they look fantastic when they show up right, but as you can see here on mine, they, even though that it is flat and installed properly, one of them was bent lower than the other due to the damage and shipping.